man-made set of laws. It has nothing to do with God, and that's why you have different sets of Sharia law in different countries. Sharia law is a mix-up of secular norms, and the medieval misogynistic men of the 7th century extrapolating from the Quran, messing it all up, going to the clergy who's on their payroll and saying, hey, look, you have to legitimize this as religious or off with your head. And so you have Sharia law. So the fact that here in the United States, Muslims for progressive values, we don't subscribe to Sharia law because the law of the land is our Sharia. Now the fact that I think what's happening now is Trump is backpedaling a bit on his full-blown statement. He's actually feeding off statistics that was put out 2 years ago where just hovering under 50% Americans in general believe that Muslims should be carrying a special identity card, identifying themselves as Muslims. And so he's not really pandering to just his Republican base.
The reality is we know ISIS wants to infiltrate the refugee community. We know they want to attack us. We know they're looking for ways into the country.
The radicalism is in the U.S., Sean. The radicalism is in the United States.
There are 1,000 that the FBI told us about, but we don't want more.
Yeah.
We want to stop those that have radical views from getting in.
The fact is Trump is a scumbag for riding on the misery of these refugees who are terrorized by Assad and ISIL.
Okay, but not all of them. But listen, I can sympathize with them, and I believe we should set up safe zones and provide humanitarian assistance and food and water and medical supplies. But if there's a risk to Americans that some radicalized ISIS members will infiltrate that population, I'm not willing to gamble with the American people's lives. I'm just not willing to do it.
I'm not willing to gamble with that too, but I think that him painting it out as banning all or halting all
immigration. No, that's not what he said. What he said is until we get the system.
That is what he said.
No, he said until
he backpedaled a little bit.
I have the paper right here. Trump for America, right there. I got the whole statement. Until we get to the point that the country's representatives can figure out what is going on, until we are able to determine and understand the nature of the problem, that it would be a temporary ban. So that's what he said. All right, I got to roll. Thank you both.